We're going to hear any collaborations, because that's what people are always interested in, to know the kind of artists you might work with. And
yeah, it is quite interesting actually, because collaborations was a thing that we didn't really think about initially.
Right.
I sort of just went in, and my main thing was to hone the Fleur sound, whatever that sound was going to be at the time. And as soon as we'd kind of got that sound and we'd refined it, I started getting into characters, started role playing. Like, each song has got its own identity. You know, I'm singing, I'm rapping, I'm doing all sorts of stuff on the songs, that it got to the end and we thought, who can we put on here as a collaborator? And we just listened to the songs and thought that it didn't really need it.
okay.
I think if it enhances the song in some way, then great. But I think we were all just really happy with the songs on their own, that we didn't feel it was necessary at this stage.
Well, you must have some people in your head who are the dream collaborations.
There's
and
like a
everyone's
wish
always,
list.
give me a few names.
There's a long one. Pharrell, Alicia Keys, Nicki Minaj. I'd love to perform with Sierra, Beyonce. There's a long list.
Beyonce's on everyone's list. She's on everyone's list. She comes up in everything.
This is it.
Has Simon heard it? Have you spoken to him much about it?
Yes.
Has he been involved much in the whole music making process?
He's been overseeing the whole process. He's been checking in, like, through every step of the way, you know, just giving me some encouragement, you know, telling me that he's very happy with the direction. Yeah, he loves sax. He's very excited about it.
I was going to say, I would be terrified if I had to have Simon Cowell critiquing my work and telling me.
But the thing is, obviously, coming off the show, I had that every single week with him. So I think I just got used to that relationship.
I guess so, yeah.
But no, it is daunting, obviously, having to play your music to Simon Cowell. But I'm just glad that he's happy with it, and I'm really happy with it. So
we've got
very pleased.
Music coming, and you've got a clothing line out as well with Lipsy.
Yes.
You've been a busy girl. This is clearly why you've been away for so long, working on everything that you can possibly do. And we can see from the style, you can see why that you know you're doing fashion as well. So who's kind of inspired your whole look and your fashion line? Who's that kind of come from?
It's funny. It's like, it's just a variation of so many things. I've had a lot of style disasters growing up, I'm not gonna lie. It's taken a while to get to a point where I feel like I can look back and not regret anything. But I think it's just such a mixture of so many things. Like, I look up to the high end. Like, obviously, I love like Louis Vuitton. I love like Givenchy. I love Moschino. I love like all these brands. But then coming from like the East End and growing up where, you know, we just had to go and shop in the local shopping centre.
Yeah.
You know, I still mix it up. I still go to the high street. You know, obviously I love Lipsy, which is why I collaborated with them. So it's just a mixture of so many different influences.
So is that something you're going to kind of pursue alongside your music as well? You're going to keep the fashion thing going, or
I think so. As long as there's a demand for it and there's a space for it, definitely, because that's one thing I'm very passionate about as well.
Who would you like to see wearing your clothes?
I think if Rihanna was wearing something, that would be amazing. I love her style. She just breaks all the rules, and she's so bold and daring, and I just love that.
And I have to ask you, because she is the lady on everyone's lips at the moment. Adele has come out, and everyone's got an opinion on it. Everyone has been crying and excited. What was your reaction when you heard Adele's new song?
I wasn't shocked at all that she broke the internet like she did. I wasn't shocked that she's come back with, you know, the queen status at all, because I think there was so much anticipation. And, you know, when she came out with the last album, I mean, it just broke so many records that there was no doubt in my mind that she was going to come back and just, you know, reclaim that title. So, yeah, I'm very happy that she's back. I think we've missed her music for a long time now. I
think a lot of people, a lot of artists do aspire to be like Adele. She can obviously go away for so long and then come back and do this.
That's it. She's got the power.
Who are you aspiring to be like, or to emulate anyone's career?
I think the number one for me, and probably for a lot of artists, is Michael Jackson. Just because I think as an artist myself, I want to be someone who's like an all-rounder, someone that can perform, someone that can sing, that can dance, that can do the whole show. And I think Michael, for me, is like the pinnacle of that whole thing. He encompasses all of those things. So I think if I could achieve that sort of level, then obviously wouldn't be complaining.
I can see a bit of Jackson in you. I can see it. I can see you've got the moves and everything. I can see that. But yeah, for sure. You've obviously got to record your album, which I'm sure is amazing. But since doing the X Factor, apart from recording your album, what has been the most amazing thing that you've got to do?
I think filming my music video was definitely a highlight for me. Being able to work with Colin Tilley, who's a well-renowned video director, won so many awards. And then I got to work with Eden Shabtai, choreographer Chris Brown and Jason Derulo. You know, these are just artists that I'm in awe of. So as a performer, that was a highlight for me to do my video, and I'm just so excited for the end product.
What we getting from the video?
You're going to get a lot of dancing, a lot of choreography, but full on, because I just love to perform, and I felt like that was really important for me to get that across. And even from the song, a lot of people have said to me, a lot of the feedback that I've got is that, you know, you can't sit still when you're listening to it. It's just an instant mover that you just want to move. So, and that's how I felt as well with it. So I wanted to get that across in the video. So that's what you can expect. A lot of high energy. Absolutely,
I can't wait for that. And I have to ask you, because you've been trying to make it for so long, and you're finally here, you finally arrived, and you're coming back with this stonking new track. How does it feel to finally, for that hard work to have all paid off?
I mean, it's incredible. I can't believe that I'm actually sitting here saying that I'm releasing my first single and I'm about to release my first album. There were times that I thought that that would never happen, that it was impossible. So I'm very happy, but I feel like I've still got so much work to do, because now I'm competing with everybody else in the industry, and that's very hard. So I feel like I've got a long way to go, but I'm enjoying the process and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm so excited.
I think you're going to do amazingly. You know, you could be our little UK Beyonce for sure. Let's see what happens, Fleur. Thank you so much for chatting to me.